Hello, we are back. How's everyone? Hope everyone is well. I am good, okay? I am good. It is well with my soul, okay? Could not wait to get back here to brag about it, to talk about it, to boast in Him, okay? God has been good. He is so good. Y'all, let's do a recap. I'm going to go try to move fast so we can move right along, okay? The last time, we hung out, we were talking about this sunlight, this healing sunlight that we done dove deep for. This healing sunlight that we done dove deep for, deep into the depths of ourselves. Okay? It says diving for light. You're going in, okay, deep within, in order to come up resurrected. Going into the depths, into the darkness, into the shadows of who we are, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, in order to come up with that light, with the power of the sun, okay, which is our source. That sunlight is a powerful source of healing energy. As you freely receive the benefits of the sun's light, take it to the streets and share the love so others can enjoy the energizing feeling of being uplifted. Okay, we got the motive in there. Why are we doing this? Why are we sharing what we have received, what we have freely received? Why are we out here in these streets giving it, sharing it? We're sharing the what? The love. So others can enjoy the energizing feeling of being uplifted. Prioritize time for self-care and healing. That's what we're doing. Coming here today, we're prioritizing time for self-care, for healing. Okay, so we will be able to face the world again with vigor and enthusiasm. Yeah, so we're coming in, diving deep, so that we can come up with something unique, okay? With something that is, personally our own personal truth, our own personal healing, so others can know, oh, he out here healing like this. Oh, he out here healing in this area, that area, the other area. Yeah. It says, set aside time for self-healing. Welcome and allow healing to flow into your life, or share your healing energy with others. And we're doing both. I'm receiving and giving, and it's just a ebb and a flow. Okay? And as I'm giving, I'm receiving. It says, share your healing energy with others. Listen so others feel loved and can be transformed. Listen so that others feel loved. There's an art to the listening. Listening in a way. And she got seahorses. But I was just, thinking of the shell, when you can hear the ocean inside the shell. Listen so others feel. Listen to a point where others feel loved. Listen to the point where they not only feel love, but that they can be transformed by what they heard. Okay? All as a result of you listening. Cutting the yard out there, so we're going to try to just keep going. Yeah, this healing is of the mind, body, and spirit. Okay? He's talking about healing those that are close to you. Like Jesus had his disciples. Moses had Aaron. You know, they were those that you can be a team with. Those that you know in the Spirit, by the Spirit, are on your team. It says you deserve to be healed. Be receptive on a subconscious level. It's about being receptive, receiving the sun's light on a subconscious level. When I think of the sun, I think of the S-O-N, the Son of the living God. Because that's more powerful to me than just the, you know, the physical sun's light. So you can take it how it resonates, eat the meat, spit out the bones, eat, you know, receive what's good for you and leave the rest, you know, so somebody else can receive it. Yeah. But this healing and this sunlight is about you feeling it, believing it, okay? Feeling it to the point of wholeness, believing it to the point of freedom. Freedom from what? Freedom from all dis-ease. Freedom from all dis-ease. I can see here, if this message is resonating with you like it's resonating with me, you had to let go of what could have been. When you went deep, you had to let go of what could have been. And there was grief. Grief often hides in the story of what didn't happen. Release the almost and return to the now. Release what almost could have, should have, would have. If only we had, he had, she had, they had. Release that. Release that. Gotta let that go. And instead, we gotta accept what it is. The future looks brighter as you release the past. Optimism. That's sunlight. Optimism overcomes despair. How did you overcome, Sequita? Optimism. Believing in the sun's light. Receiving his forgiveness. Forgiving others. Yeah. And then I found myself fully recovered. Fully recovered. All because I accepted what the truth is. What the truth was. This is how I was able to make peace with my past. Make peace with the past. You don't have to rewrite the story. You can't rewrite the story. No matter how much you want to. It happened like it happened. Wish it had a happy ending, but it did not. And God is you know, inviting us. Okay? Inviting us, because he says, welcome. Allow healing to flow into your life. And you know, and or share your healing. The healing that you received. The healing that you become one with. Share your powerful source of healing energy with others. Take it to the streets. Share the love. So others can enjoy and know, you know, what it is to make peace with their past. How free it feels to when you let go of what could have been, should have been, ought to been. If only it had not. Okay. It was what it was. It is what it is. Peace begins with acceptance. That's where it begins. With acceptance. We accept it. You're not trying to rewrite the story. Yeah, it didn't have a happy ending. But it did have a it didn't have a happy ending, but it ended happily for you. Okay? Because you allowed the healing. You got the healing. You went through the hurt, the sorrow, the pain, the misery. Okay? But you dove so deep into the sun's light. You dove so deep into all of the goodness that he is and has to offer. That you were able to accept that you lived in a world of foolish dreamers. Okay? You lived in a world of illusion. You were living in a world of illusion, in a world of foolish dreamers. You were allowing, people who had no God in them to lead you nowhere. It says it's a school of hard knocks for those who leave God's path. Okay? It's a school of hard knocks. Old folks used to say, hard head make a soft behind. It's a school of hard knocks for those who leave God's path, and a dead end for those who hate God's rules. You were dealing with people who hated God's rules, okay? You were living life with those who wanted to leave and left God's path. They went their own way, what they want to do, and that's allowed. God gave us all free will. And you had to accept that. These people, you love God's rules. You know what I'm saying? You love his way of being, his way of doing, his way of seeing, his way of understanding. But these people who you live in your life with, they hate it. And if you stay with them, you're going to be like them. Okay? Led to nowhere land. A dead end. You want to follow God's path. You trying to every day, Lord, am I on the right path? Are my steps order? Yeah, you checking and making sure that you are in there. And that you're on the right path. Is this going the right way? Is this what you want me to be doing? But those that you were living with in that old world you were living in, yeah, they left God's path. Somewhere down the line, you could no longer walk together because you no longer agreed. No longer agreed. So you sowed your seed. You were mature in the matter. Okay? Didn't reap the harvest that you thought you were going to reap. But that's okay. Because while the foolish dreamers were living in a world of illusions, you were this wise realist that was planting your feet on solid ground. Okay? Therefore, here you are here crowned with knowledge, emotional intelligence. Okay? If nothing else, emotional intelligence. God is saying, okay, you passed the test. Okay, you sowed the seed. Now, new beginnings is what you are about to receive. New beginnings. And now you crown with a whole new crown of knowledge from all that you learned, from everything that you went through. Dealing with those that hated God's rules. Okay? Having to walk away from those who were leaving the path, that God had set and had in mind. You learned. You got a whole new crown. Because you dealt with the situation, diplomatically. You accepted it. Okay. Not going to go this way. Okay. This is what I was thinking about Moses. Moses, who was the most compassionate man. So it's safe to see him as the King of Cups, because Moses was the most compassionate man that maybe ever lived, or something to that effect. It was a high honor, though. In the spirit, he was highly honored because of his level of compassion. Once God intervened in his life, yeah, he had to leave Pharaoh, and he loved them, grew up with them, had a whole life, lived in a whole world with them. But he also had to realize that that world was a world of foolish dreamers. And he lived in that world of illusions with these foolish dreamers. And now God done come to him with a burning bush, give him new revelation, new knowledge, new plan, inspiration. We about to do something new. Out with the old, in with the new. New world. Let's get everything you done planted on solid ground, because we about to reap this harvest. He kept telling Moses, go show them the way. See, I done showed you the way. My rod and my staff have already comforted you. Now go and tell others, okay? That rod and that staff will comfort them too. That rod and that staff will protect them as well. That rod and that staff will make a way out of no way. When you go his way, when you plant your feet on solid ground, holy ground. God will give you the know-how, give you the knowledge, give you what to do, give you how to be. Give you the uplifting, and the energizing, you know what I'm saying? That inspiration that you need. So that you can be healed, you can be happy, and you can be whole and not alone. Sharing the healing. Community. We come here, we gather here to be healed, to love and be loved. To remind ourselves that we are loved. To prove how loving we are just by being who we are. Whatever anybody said about you in the old world that you lived in, the way that they saw you, the way that they defined and interpreted you, it doesn't matter, because they were foolish dreamers living in a world of illusions. You're not going to believe what foolish dreamers who live in a world of illusions say, right? Over what the sun's light is saying about you. God is saying, okay, he wants you to, he done planted seeds deep down inside, covered up by false fear and sin, but then a breakthrough began, and I came forth, not on my own as it seems, but by the one of whose throne that I'm sitting on. I've been redeemed. Here he come redeeming you. Here he comes giving you another chance. He saw all the seed that you sowed. Now he's saying, come, follow me. Follow the sun's light. Follow the sun's light. Do it his way. This is my Jesus Christ card, Son of the living God, right? So if we see him as that, coming into our lives, coming into our situation, coming into our lives, what we've sown, what we've grown, our garden, and he's shining his light. His way of being, his way of doing, his way of seeing, his way of thinking. And we do according to that will. Not my will, Lord, but your will be done. Let your kingdom come and your will be done on earth as it is, okay, in heaven. Yeah. Let it be in my life like it is in your life. But people would call that an illusion and say you just, making up stories and dreaming up fairy tales. But no, you really are wise realists. Someone with wise counsel. Grounded. Emotions are not everywhere, all over the place. Yeah, patient. You sow for the long term. The things you do, you thinking eternally. And God is also reminding that the results of your hard work require time, and you to keep working hard. You know, and in the sense of keep being diligent. Keep sowing. Keep watering. Keep investing. Keep being patient. Prioritize sustainable growth over instant rewards. See, that's what they wanted. Instant rewards. That's the way of the world. Instant rewards. Versus being patient. Delaying your gratification. See how you just sitting there waiting on it? Wait for it. Steady, steady, steady. Letting that sunlight have its way deep down inside. Letting that sunlight do its thing. That way of being. Letting them energize everything within you. Everything around you. Practical speaking. It says you're on the threshold of a new venture. Okay, new venture. Your passion is key to unlocking what's next. Your passion is key to unlocking this new birth. Your passion is key to unlocking the inspiration. Now you talk about Jesus being, you know what I mean, the epitome of inspiration. So that this conception, so you can have this new self. Where you're diplomatic. You do have that paternal spirit of the living God on the inside of you. You know, leading you and guiding you into all He's providing. But you must focus and cleave. Then after patience, receive. The promise that's only possible when you dare to believe. When Moses stuck that staff down in that Red Sea, he dared to believe that what he needed to happen was going to happen. This sea is going to open up, okay? It's going to open up before me, and I'm going to be able to lead myself and these people on dry ground through all this emotional volatility, okay? Just upset, uproar, which is how Pharaoh was feeling. You know, dealing with the coldness and the moodiness. God of the Red Sea, but God parted it. God came in, stepped into the situation. Okay? Yeah. Say, let's go. Let's go. See, God got it. This is God's path. God making a way. Going His way. Look at the sunlight. Look at the sun. And even the staff with the new buds of growth and new life. God will make a way when you are willing to obey. When He says let go of what could have been. It's okay. Let it go. So I can have my way in you. And you can come up looking like, okay, don't nobody know unless you tell them what you've been through. All they see is healed, happiness, wholeness, sharing, caring, loving. But light, that light is still there, shining down on everybody. And that's what we want. That's what we're here for. Yeah, to see that happen, God. We wait on you. We wait on you. Okay, next card out is a mystery. Because that's what this is. It's a mystery. What is God doing? Can't see everything. Only know what he shows you. Only know what he tells you. And really, it's all you need to know. You need to know to let go of judgment and criticism so that you can step into the mystery of the unknown. Can't judge yourself. Can't judge others. Like, God, I just want to sow. I just want to sow some good seed on some good ground. God had you to leave that atmosphere of judgment and criticism where you were constantly being judged and criticized. For seeing things differently. From seeing things from a different perspective. It says surrendering the need for immediate answers. Surrendering the need for immediate answers is what will allow wisdom to emerge. Okay, so now we know what's coming up. What's coming up, okay, is wisdom. Wisdom will emerge when you don't know, when you admit and you accept, and it's okay. I don't know. I don't know the way. I don't know. God, show me. Show me your way. Your way, Yahweh. What is it? Another way? Other than how I've been doing it? Yeah. You had to put distance between you and how you used to do it. You had to depart from those who did it that way. So you could find or be navigated towards the best way for you and yours. You are navigating towards calmer waters. These waters look calm. You're being navigated towards calmer waters, okay? Leaving past troubles, them troubled waters, okay? Troubled waters. Leaving that behind. Even being guided away from everything that resisted the God in you, the life in you, the Son in you. Oh, yeah, everything that resisted your life, yeah. You departed. All aboard, last call. Yeah, you out of there. God has given you a rite of passage, okay? With that new beginning. Giving you part in that Red Sea so you can get right on out of there and out of that atmosphere of slavery. But you got to do it this way and got to do it that way. And you know what I'm saying? You being criticized, you being ostracized, you being, called everything but a child of God, treated in every kind of way but the way God intended for you to be treated and live. Okay? Life and that life more abundantly. Not where they stealing, killing, and destroying, with the judgment and the criticism. Not what they killing the joy, stealing the happy. Inflicting the pain. Because you like, no, that is not what I sowed. Why with the mystery? Why is this coming up? Okay? It came up for you to know it's time to go. Pharaoh didn't like those Israelites. He did not like those Israelites, okay? He definitely had a prejudice against them, even though they was sowing and working and doing and they deserve to be blessed. They deserve to be healed. They deserve to be free. The energy you put out will return to you. So choose wisely, as you will reap what you sow. I love the word of God. I do, because I believe in that. If I don't believe in nothing else, I believe in that. You reap what you sow. And they had been serving and serving and serving. Pharaoh just serving and serving and serving. Just on bad ground. So God said, okay, it's time to leave that behind. Okay, we leaving narcissism behind. In whatever shape, form, fashion it shows up and wants to be. Leaving it behind in the dust. Okay, look at that dust. In the dust. Okay, God said so. Yeah. Now God is doing what? Equipping you. It says, I know why I am is in me. I know why. I know why. I know why. I am is in me. It says to equip his people for works of service. To equip his people for works of service. So that the entire body of Christ, his hands, his feet, his eyes, his ears, all those that see, all those that hear, all those that know, his mind, his soul, all those that feel, okay, all those that move. It says so that the entire body of Christ is moving rhythmically and easily with each other, okay, efficiently, gracefully. We able to row our boat, okay, gently down the stream, merrily. Okay? Realizing that this life is but a dream. It's but a dream. This life is but a dream. Yeah. And in this dream, we want to celebrate him. That's what God wants us to do. It says, embrace the wonderful mystery of life. Some things can't be known and are better left mysterious. Mystery is alluring and enticing. There's no need to demystify things. There's no need to demystify things. Sometimes just accepting the magic, the miracle, okay, the way out of no way. Okay, just accepting the magic of life is what's called for versus trying to decipher it all, okay? Trying to know it all. Become more mysterious rather than laying everything out on the table. Because you realize before what you was dealing with, it wasn't benefiting you to sow. See, it's 2 cards of sowing. Okay, it's 2 cards. They're not in there. 2 cards of sowing and reaping. This one and that one. You sowed over here. Okay? But now God is giving you new land where you're actually going to reap what's good. Yeah, he says, O Zion, it says celebrate. God is in charge. Celebrate the fact that God is in charge. Just as sure as David is sitting on this throne. God is in charge. Always. Okay? Not sometimes. God is in charge always. As David. God is in charge always. As Joseph. God is in charge always. As Job. God is in charge always. As Jesus. Okay? As Sequita. God is in charge always. Zion's God is God. And Zion's God is God for good. Hallelujah. It says Psalms 146 and 10. Zion's God. So we know this David talking. Zion's God is God. And he's God for good. He's God for the good. For the good. All that good you sow, God is God for good. For who? for those that's out here sowing, those that's out here sharing, those that's out here caring, those who's out here, sharing so others can enjoy the love and that energizing feeling of being uplifted, okay? Because they prioritize, they put in the work, they prioritize self-care, okay? Self-care, caring for themselves. You went from caring, okay, for these kind of people who were judgmental, critical. You went from caring for them, okay, to caring for yourself. Yeah. Caring for ourselves now. So let we go. Caring for ourselves now. So let me surrender. Choose me. Let me choose me. Self-care. Self-care. God is God. I am equipped. I have what it takes. You understand what I'm saying? To leave this situation and start fresh. I know how to surrender it all so that I'm not stuck on stupid. Staying somewhere where ain't no fruit, doing the same thing over and over again, and no result, getting the same results. It's insanity. No, I see the light. Had to look at it in a different way. Had to get a different perspective on it, a higher perspective. But Lord, I'm ready to make ready for the day of battle. I'm going to do my best. Okay, prepare for the worst. Okay, then trust God to bring the victory. I surrender. I trust you, God, that it's in your hands. That your will is going to be done. I don't know how. Don't know how. I just accept that this is what has to be done right now. I accept it. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do. I'm ready to see that new. Okay? What you got for me? We're not going to try to decipher. We're not going to, yeah. And we at a stand, we not at a standstill, but we surrendering. We not even trying to explain it to people. What we doing, why we doing it. No. No more of that. We just in faith. Okay? We just in faith. We just going with the flow. Going with the flow. Because God, you know. You know what's best. Say, start digging over here, minding your own business. Look at him minding with that shovel. Minding your own business. Okay. Sound good to me. Let's work for me. Yeah. And in doing that, here you are. King of Wands. King of Wands. That's David. Inspiring. Boldness. Okay. A visionary. Experience. See? Experience. See all them 7 of coins. And then your boy over here. Yeah. Sowing. Experience. You know what to do. You just got to do it on new ground. That's all. And by faith. Yeah. You already did it over there. Now do the same thing over here on new ground. From a new perspective. Okay? Yeah. You already know. Because you out. You escaped. God made a way. He made a way out of no way for you to get through to the new you. That water and fire means something. Okay? King of Cups. King of Wands. Yeah. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Yeah, we about to get it started. We got this water. Okay, God got his little stirring. Okay. Yeah, he's stirring within us. Stirring up our gifts. Our emotional gifts. Being able to feel. Being able to, feel so much so that others feel loved. Surrendering the need for immediate answers is what will allow deeper wisdom to emerge. Lord, we thank you for deeper wisdom emerging from our bellies and flowing like rivers of living water. Yeah, that's what happens. That water breaks when God give you that inspiration, that revelation, that what to do, okay? What's in your hands, put it to use. What's in your heart, put it to use. What's stirring in your soul, put it to use. Okay, so next one, we got dreaming. Pay attention. Pay attention to your dreams. Keep a notepad, a journal, and pen by your bedside and write down your dreams when you wake up. Okay, write down your dreams when you wake up. Both night and day dreams can manifest. Okay? Both night and day dreams can manifest into reality when you combine them with a practical action. Creative people daydream. This is where the seeds, okay? Creative people daydream. This is where the seeds of their dreams start to sprout and grow. Okay? This is where the seeds of their daydreams, of their dreams, start to sprout and grow in this reality. Stay grounded. Okay? Keep minding your business. Stay grounded and practical. Write and decipher any hidden meanings. Okay? Write and decipher any hidden meanings. Okay, write and decipher. What is God saying? See that sunlight coming through again? Yeah. With that dreaming, that seashell where we hearing, in the spirit, in the dreams state. You're hearing what God is saying. God, give me ears to hear and eyes to see what the Spirit is saying unto me. It's a mystery, but God is revealing the mystery to his children. He's revealing it, the mystery. It's not a mystery anymore. Okay, it's not a mystery anymore. We know that foolish dreamers live in a world of illusion, while wise realists plant their feet on solid ground, crowned with knowledge. See, offering him that. Come on, plant your feet on solid ground so you can be crowned with wisdom, knowledge, and an understanding. Yeah, you've been dreaming of winning. God, how can I still win out of this, you know? I planted, and I sowed, you know. You said charity starts at home. So you planted and you sowed, you know, in your hometown, in your home, you know what I mean, the lineage that you come from, with your family, whatever, but nothing came up. They didn't come up, they didn't emerge with wisdom. They didn't get crowned with knowledge. They didn't understand due to criticism and judgment. That was what blocked them from understanding narcissism. Okay, resistance. Yeah. Being stuck on stupid, I say, is with a standstill. Those things prevented them from being able to win. Because the next card, right here it says, and honor your growth. Okay? With that dreaming. Okay, God say pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to your prayers, your visions, okay, your aspirations, your professional and personal long-term pursuits. Pay attention to that, not on Not on these foolish dreamers that live in a world of illusion. We're not paying attention to that. Okay? For those that leave God's path and for those that hate his rules, we're not even looking towards that no more. Okay? We done left that in the past. This look like David right here when he came back from conquering whatever God put before him besides Goliath. David is slain, Saul has slain his thousands. David is tens of thousands. Yeah. Yeah. It says an unlucky loser is shunned. An unlucky loser is shunned. Okay? Nobody don't even want to see him. They don't even want to look at him. By all, it says, Proverbs 14 and 19, an unlucky loser is shunned by all, but everyone loves a winner. Huh? When you won against all odds, okay? People, places, and things. All right? Yeah. Just what you gonna do when what you're doing now can't do for you what it's been doing. What are you gonna do when what you're doing now stops doing for you what it's been doing? What are you gonna do when what you're doing now won't do for you what it's been doing? What are you gonna do when who you're doing now just don't do it for you like they used to? Huh? What are you gonna do when this ain't doing it for you no more? You tired of cheering them up. You tired of trying to make them laugh. You tired of being their muse and and they're never amused. They still eat ore. Yeah. You tired of sowing on that ground where nothing grows. You're asking God, okay, for conscious connections. Conscious, like me. See? It almost kind of look like twins. But they are consciously connected. It says conscious. It says you're calling in conscious connections where there will be intimacy in your immediate relationships, where there's an opening for heart-to-heart conversations, a level of intimacy where we're willing to honor each other's differences, okay? Not judge and criticize them, okay? We're able to honor our differences and look to what unites us, even when those differences are hard to bear. We're not here to judge each other, just to love and be loved, to let go of those that cannot accept us as we open up to those who can. That's the new. See, you had to leave so you can find the authentic you. Okay? Before David could conquer, he was like, God, okay, I can't even fight with what Saul, his way of being, his way of doing. It is not me. Okay? So God said, and then he was just feeling, kind of my daddy and them didn't, my brothers, nobody has been able to accept me for me. We just don't agree. But see that sunlight? God said, give me what you gave them. Do for me what you did for them. And you get to be your authentic self. Okay? You get to be your authentic self. Transition. Okay? Go through what you got to go through in order to become your authentic self. Okay? It's just like, just give me a slingshot and a rock. David said. Just give me a slingshot and a rock. Just give me God. Okay? Just give me and God. Me and God. With that moonlight, okay? Moonlight, sunlight, clarity, light. Yeah. Let go of apathy and embrace what's here. Shift your perspective to new possibilities. That's what you had to do. Okay, you had to flip that script. Accept that cup. You accepted that cup. And boom, clarity came. Okay, accepted that cup, and boom, all of a sudden you know what to do. You and God done got together. Okay, that light done, that healing sunlight done shone on your situation, done shone on your soul. Jesus said, give me. If you knew who I was, who my father was, you'd be asking me for a drink, and not these people down here, places and things. You wouldn't be going to them for satisfaction, for fulfillment, for knowing, for understanding. You be coming to me, the source. The source. So that's what we did, because we do want these intimate relationships. We want connections where, everybody involved is conscious. Okay? We can walk together because we're in agreement. We agree, that we want everybody around us to have life, and that life more abundantly. We agree with the prophecy. God, what do you want? We want your dreams to come true. We know it's going to be good if your dreams come true. Yeah, what do you want for humanity? I know we know what he wanted for David, and Solomon. We know what he wanted for Joseph. Okay? We know what he wanted for Jesus. And we know what Jesus wanted. And we're here, still dreaming, still believing, still hoping. Okay? For his way, Yah's way. Yeah. You walked away. Transition. Release what no longer serves. To search for deeper meaning and more authentic and more authentic paths. Because over here, it's a dead end for those. Okay, what did it say? Over here, it's a school of hard knocks for those who leave God's path. See, we wanted a more authentic path, because the path we was on wasn't no authenticity in it. That's why everybody over there looking like this. No sunlight. And the sun is refusing to shine his light on people who hate God's rules. The sun is refusing. He is shunning. Unlucky losers is what he's calling you. Unlucky loser. You hate God's rules? You leaving his path and doing what you want to do. Okay? Instead of, God, your will be done. Not my will, your will be done. You doing what, like that was Saul. He did what he wanted to do. Well, it says here that you're unlucky. You're an unlucky loser. Okay? And the sun is refusing to shine his light. An unlucky loser is shunned by all. That's darkness. When you shine by all, that is darkness. Okay? No light, no sunlight. Shine by all. No sunlight. People going the other way. They see you coming, they going the other way. But everyone loves a winner. Everyone loves a winner. Even though they might not understand all of everything about that winner, that they didn't know how David threw that rock and was able to kill a giant with a stone, with a smooth stone. They didn't know how. This is a mystery. It's in the spirit, not by might nor by power, but by his spirit. Just David celebrating his God. Okay? David said a whole lot about his God before he threw that rock. And hit that giant, that ego, that gigantic ego between the eyes. Because you ain't seeing nothing clearly, okay? You are not seeing life like you should be seeing it. Goliath was a perfect example of those who leave God's path and those who hate God's rules. Goliath and his peoples, yeah, they were a perfect example of that. Triumph, it said, Six of Wands. Recognition and support surround your accomplishment. That's sunlight. Recognition and support surround your accomplishments, boosting your confidence. Okay, boosting confidence. And then we got so others can enjoy the energizing feeling of being uplifted. Okay, everybody uplifted. Achievement, good news, we winning. They unlucky losers, and here we are winning because we chose God. We took God up on this offer. It was an offer we couldn't refuse. We got to get to know our authentic self. We cannot. It's an offer we cannot afford to refuse. We gotta get to know it. Gotta get to know it. And these others, it says mixed motives. Mixed motives twist life into tangles. Mixed motives, mixed motives, mixed motives. Twist life into tangles. Pure motives take you down a straight path. Pure motives take you down a straight path. But when you got mixed, when the motives are mixed, okay, when those motives are mixed, I was just telling you that I was just asking why you always wear black. I was just asking. I was just asking why, you do this way or that way, But the whole time it's judgment and it's criticism. Mixed motives. In the relationship, showing up every day, around all the time. But for what reasons? But for what reasons? Just to be resistant, just to exercise your narcissistic tendencies, whether you bullying, self-centered. You don't know how to do it. If I was you, I would do it this way, and I don't know why you did it that way, and then whatever, whoop, whoop, whoop. And really, these are people that are lazy, so they don't want to do nothing in and of themselves, but still want to criticize while you doing. But we not caring. we not caring. We ain't throwing that junk in the sea. Okay, judging others only keeps you stuck in the past. Embrace compassion and release judgment. Okay, and I'm looking at it like I'm embracing compassion, being self-care, loving myself, having care for myself, compassion for myself. And I am releasing the judgments and the criticisms of everybody else. Okay, especially those foolish dreamers that live in a world of illusion. Got to. Or it's going to keep me stuck in the past. Well, I'm right there with y'all. When I have a choice. I don't have to be. I'm all over here with y'all bored, and all they do is just whine and murmur, complain, and ain't, no faith, no God, no faith. Everything's survival, struggle. You say, no, I'm finna transition. I'm finna transition. Going up yonder to be with my Lord. Yeah, if anybody asks you where I'm going, where I'm going soon. Tell them that I accepted another offer. I threw this in the Red Sea somewhere because it's dead. Okay, they ain't giving no life to nobody, and they ain't giving no life to nobody. So we left all of that. We were guided away from all of that. We escaped from that. Okay, got a new way of thinking, a new way of being, a new way of doing. Okay, that's not judgmental or critical towards ourselves or others, unless it's actually something to really criticize. Okay, because God is asking us, what's in your hand? What do you already have? What is already with you? Oh, what is already with you? Even having the ability to be able to, the courage to be able to depart, the courage to actually go and seek to see yourself as you are. You have that? You have the courage to do that, to leave all them cups, to do something ain't never been done before in your family, to trust what you can't even, you can't even see it before you. It's just in the spirit. To trust that, so that you can have that clarity. This is what you already have. What is already with you? Okay? You do have a Father that does live in heaven. Okay? Holy is his name. Let me introduce you. Holy is his name. Let his kingdom come and his will be done. Huh? Yeah, on earth as it is in heaven. Let what he want come. Huh? How he wanted to be done. So I can transition. So yes. But to have that, what do you already have? Okay? You have what it takes already to be this leader. David, instead of Saul and them leading, you got this. You have the opportunity. You have the know. You have it in you. God put it in there before you even got here. It's there. It is there. Come here with that. Come here for your time. You know what I'm saying? Beyond with wisdom, beyond your years. Come here with that. Talking about what we already have. What do you already have? God just saying release what you already have. And now that you have yourself, you done did the soul searching, and you have yourself, okay? Choose those conscious connections, because they are the wise choice. Yeah, choose wise people. People who are conscious. People who are able to be intimate. Want to be intimate, meaning transparent. Get to know one another on a soul level. Have heart-to-heart conversations. Pure heart to pure heart. Yeah, choose wisely. Every choice matters. Choose with intention. That's why he looked like he praying. Okay, choose with intention. And your future will align with your soul's purpose. And your future will align with your soul's purpose. When you choose intentionally. Wisdom, understanding versus fear. Okay? Honor your growth. Growth is a journey, not a destination. Honor where you are right now. Okay? God is giving you permission to celebrate your progress. Okay? He's giving you permission to celebrate Him. Him being in your life. Celebrate the fact that He's for the good. All that's good. Yeah. Celebrate the fact that, we're equipped. He's equipping us. That's why we're winning. Because we're equipped. Meant for us to win. Meant for us to overcome. Even if we don't know how it's going to happen. Honor where you are right now and celebrate your progress. Celebrate what you do know. Good news. Celebrate the good news. The good news that God is in charge. Always. Zion's God is God for good. Celebrate that. Celebrate the fact that you're winning. That He is blessing you with conscious connections. He's blessing you with conscious connections. Conscious connections. He's blessing you. And that's the achievement. It's happening. Yeah. Wisdom, understanding. And you know how to deal with the fear. Not that you don't have it no more. It's still there. But you know what to do with it. Huh? You know how to believe beyond the fear. I'm dreaming. I'm seeing in the spirit. Daydreams, night dreams. Everything I need so that I can take those steps beyond my comfort zone. Beyond what I've never known. I can take those steps. I can cross that threshold. I can leave that house, okay? That was just trying to keep me captive. Step beyond comfort. Comfort would keep you captive, okay? Comfort has a way, okay, like I was going to say hypothermia, but y'all know what I'm talking about. When you out there in that cold, it's so cold, and after a while, the cold start to feel warm to you, and it's just on your way to a slow death. Step beyond comfort. Growth only happens outside of your comfort zone. Embrace discomfort as a sign of progress. Embrace the discomfort. Oh, you got to be moving. Say you out in the snow, been out there. You understand what I'm saying? You've been waiting to be rescued from these cold feelings. Cold people all around you, dead people walking. No feelings, no nothing, no sunlight, no sunshine, no healing in them, no nothing. It's a school of hard knocks for those who leave God's path. They can't lead you nowhere. They just going in circles, karmic circles. A dead end for those who hate God's rules, okay? Hate God's rules? Okay, you're going to hate his signs too then. His wonders as well. Pharaoh. The narcissist. That's the opposite of leadership. The narcissist. Yeah. Don't like God's rules. Yeah. The bully. And that's what you been. That's what you was leaving. People who bullied you. Maybe for your faith. How you believe. Why you believe. How much you believe. Whatever. Embrace the discomfort of leaving. Feet might be hurting. Might have a freezer burnt. You understand what I'm saying? It hurts to walk. It hurts to stand. It hurts to think. But you got to. Barefooted. If you have to. Growth only happens. And we want that growth. We want that tree of life to be for us. So we have to take the steps to getting in touch with our authentic self. Right? To even be able. To call in those conscious connections with other people that's conscious. Okay? Wise. Understanding. Yeah. You ain't gonna get nowhere with what you left. Because they weren't conscious. They weren't wise. They weren't understanding. They were full of fear. While you full of faith. So yeah, that wasn't gonna work. But you chose wisely because all these cards say you won. You left the situation. You escaped the situation. Okay? You recognize what was already with you, within you. Emmanuel, God is with us. You realize, it came to your understanding that you were not alone. Even though you were in heartbreak, you were not alone. You were not alone. God see you. He saw you. Saw you. Not having no victory. With everything you was trying to love. Nothing. Dead end. Dead end. Heartbreak. Yeah. But God says, keep it simple. Don't be stupid. It's better to have a simple life in the fear of the Lord than great wealth with turmoil and headache. Okay? Yeah, you might have been financially, you know what I'm saying, a little bit. Seemed like well off. Really wasn't even all that. But, you know, it might have been scary, like, okay, but I'm going to go from that to nothing. Well, you really are at nothing when you count the sadness, okay, the betrayal, you know, the grief and all that is costing you internally. You're suffering emotional pain, whether from heartbreak, betrayal, or facing a hard truth. Right here, you got to face a hard truth. Here goes God here with that hard truth that you got to face. Hard truth that you're not you in this situation. You're not even the real you, because you can't be, because they keep shunning you for being the real you. That's not welcome here. Stop celebrating God. Stop. I want to be your God. Okay? Yeah. And that was heartbreaking for you. That you were in this world, you know, with people who didn't see the light. That light burned them. But it warmed you. Okay? Caused you to emerge with wisdom. But for them, they shunning it. It's burning, it's too hot, it's too much. Yeah, don't celebrate. Yeah. Don't be telling me about God's in charge all the time. Don't do it. I don't want to hear about how good God is. Getting on my nerve. Child, you escaped. You escaped, you transitioned, you walked away, okay? You accepted the offer that God was, you contemplated, accepted the son's light. You say, yes, I want this. Give me that cup. Give me that cup. Okay? Because all of these right here is just toxic. My liver is shot. Okay? Drinking from their well. Drinking from those cups. And you let the heart break. You let it break. Walked away. Say, I'd rather have a simple life. Okay, just me and God. Than great wealth with turmoil. Okay? And headaches. Turmoil. Right? And headaches. Headaches. Getting on your last nerve. On purpose. That's what they was doing. But you kept your eyes on the prize. You kept your eyes on your aspirations. You kept your eyes on your ambitions. You know, those desires to succeed. You stayed driven by your determination. Your visions. Those mental pictures of what you want to create and become. Your passions. Those things that you hold deeply personal. They have deep personal meaning to you. Your ideals. The standards and principles you're striving to reach. Those abstract longings, hopes, dreams. Can't even put it into words, okay? Yeah, speaking in tongues. You know what I'm saying? When you just can't even got words for it. Your soul is just crying out. Yeah. Like Hannah. We got Hannah here. Like it was with Hannah. You know? Dreaming of having something that is worthy. You know what I'm saying? That you and God created together. You and God brought forth together. You and God. Yeah. Those abstract longings, hopes, and dreams of leaving nothing undone. It's about finishing things. God say, remember your dreams, because we living in a time where dreams are king. Dreams are king. Okay? Just keep dreaming, and being practical, and being that wise realist that has their feet planted on solid ground, on his ground, on holy ground. Okay? Crowned with knowledge. Crowned with knowledge. Crowned with knowledge. Okay? Crowned. Crowned. Okay, we making moves out here where folks gonna have to crown us. Okay, crown me. Yeah. Yeah. Give me my, Let me get that. Let me get that. Yeah, and it's going to happen because you're calling in those conscious connections. It's coming that people going to be celebrating with you. You're not going to be out here celebrating alone. Yeah. God got folks. God got folks who want to celebrate with you. Yeah. Celebrating the same simple life. Child, better. So y'all sit around and business. Show better than that great wealth with turmoil and headache. These blessings of the Lord, they making us rich and adding no sorrow. There's no sorrow in this picture. Just sunlight, okay? And sons and daughters, okay? Basking in the light. Basking in his healing. Enjoying, celebrating. Zion's God is God for good. Zion's God is God for good. That's what they doing. That's what they saying. Yeah, the next card after the dreaming is inspiration, because those dreams are bringing awareness. And that awareness is inspiring you. Awareness. Yeah. Use your inner wisdom to become more aware of what's going on around you. What's really happening. Okay? What's going around you at this time? Okay? Not what it was, used to be, was for a long time it was. What is it right here, right now, at this time? It's time to look under that rock. Your senses may be heightened at this time. Notice the details as you float through your life, aware of potential scenarios that can aid you as you swim through calm and troubled waters, okay? The emotions and the feelings of you and others. Yeah, you got to be aware of potential scenarios that can aid you. Conscious connections that can aid you as you swim through calm and troubled waters. Use your beautiful natural gift. See, talking about what we are, what is already with you. You have a beautiful natural gift of awareness. Allow it, okay? Allow it to offer you insights even before a situation has fully revealed itself. Yes. Yes, you know something. You done seen something. You know something. And you can see it in the spirit very clearly. Yeah. You can see it very clearly in spite of what's happening around you. You foresee. You able to sit high and look low. Go in the spirit and look at the situation, the whole thing. See it all for what it is. Because it says pretending nothing. It says pretend nothing or something. Some people pretend to be rich. Okay? Some people, we're aware of this. That some people pretend to be rich. I got a lot of love to give. I got a lot of. That's what they say. They pretend. Some people pretend to be rich but have nothing. Others pretend to be poor but own a fortune. Okay, now I'm going to Jesus. Remember, he was walking around here like he didn't have nothing. Okay, no place to lay his head even. Some people, others pretend to be poor. He said, I was made poor that you might be rich. Okay, I didn't take nothing, accept nothing. The devil offered me everything. I'll give you all this if you bow down. No. Because he knew what is already with you. He already had everything that he needed. No, thank you. We're not accepting what we know you ain't got. no, no, no. Yeah, some people pretend to be rich, but have nothing. Pretend to be rich. And if money is all you got to offer, you broke. You broke. With the times, the day and times we living in now, you have to have what money cannot buy. You have to have that pure heart, okay? So you can have pure heart-to-heart conversations. If you ain't got that pure heart, where you can have pure heart-to-heart conversations, people are aware. They know you're not inspiring them. They could tell when you say something. When you try to give them a feel, they gonna know. They gonna know. Cause they gonna be around here still feeling empty and drained and everything and all of that. And then I saw on I got here at Connecting with Source 444, which is a reader's channel. At Connecting with Source 444, she had a post that says, "Rich in life," meaning I'm rich in life because I never have to go against my morals and values to get or to receive what I want in this life. And that is it. That is it. That is what makes us rich. Because we never have to go against our morals or our values. Joseph didn't do it. David didn't do it. Solomon didn't do it. Come on, we never have to go against our morals and values to get or to receive what we want in this life. Now, going to Hannah. Hannah's prayer is out here. Hannah's prayer. Perfect example. Hannah was aware. Hannah was the one that begged and pleaded with God. Oh my God, the priest thought she was drunk in the church. Because she would just go there and just pray and just wade in the water. Told y'all the other day. Wade. This is what God is saying. In the waters. Just wade. Wade. She just up and down. In the water, children. Wade. In the water. Because God's gonna trouble the waters. Okay, when God troubles the water, oh God, I cannot remember. Beth. I cannot remember the name. But there was a pool of water that every blue moon God would trouble. And you could get in there and be healed. Okay, whatever was wrong with you. When those waters was troubled, it's like angels or whatever, healing angels was in the water, whatever. You get in that water too? Yeah. And you was going to come up brand spanking new. Okay? Yeah, healed. And this was Hannah. Hannah was in the sanctuary praying for a child because she was barren. And her sister Penina was having children, okay, like by the litter. Okay. But here Hannah was praying and asking God and just pleading with God and just giving with God. And Lord, only you could give it to me. You know what I'm saying? Only you could give me this. Only you could bless my womb and give me this. So she is just dreaming of a child. And if you give me this child, I'll give him back to you. I'll turn him over to you. Let you have your way in him, with him. That's what happened. So she did that, and God blessed her with that child. And then here's her prayer after she's received her healing. Her womb done been open, okay? Conception. It's going to be a new beginning. She done gone from being a barren woman to a, okay? To a mother who is nursing her child. All because God intervened in her situation. Okay, parted that Red Sea on her behalf. Saw her praying, her blood, sweat, and tears, praying, seeking, to the point they thought she was drunk. The high priest, who's supposed to know, who's supposed to be aware, thought she was drunk because she was just laboring and praying. So, God, bless me. Bless me. My heart is broken. My heart is broken. I know I am not really this barren woman. I am not. I need to get in touch with my authentic self. I am fruitful. Bless my womb so I can multiply. And she basically was saying that she was going to give that first child as a tithe, if you would, as an offering. Okay? They didn't know if she going to get any more after that. But she was like, God, if you just allow me to conceive for your glory, if you allow me to conceive, if you allow me to birth forth something that will make you happy, make you proud, make you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, I want to be good. I want to do some good with you. Use me, use my body, my mind, my soul, my everything. I give it to you. And God gave her Samuel. Okay, and God gave her Samuel, prophet of prophets, okay? Prophet of prophets. And this is Hannah's prayer. After she's rejoicing now, okay? Zion is celebrating. Zion is God's dwelling place. So here is Sarah celebrating, just inspired to celebrate that her dream came true, that God, she consciously connected with the God, okay, of this earth, of her earth, okay, of her earthen vessel. She consciously connected with him, heart to heart, on a soul level, with all her heart, mind, and soul. And he blessed her. And she has Samuel. And this is what she says. My heart rejoices in the Lord. I am bursting with good news. Okay, bursting. I am bursting with good news. I'm walking on cloud 9. Okay, I'm walking on cloud 9. It's a mystery. I know. How did that happen to me? But it happened, and it's happening. He is using me. It says, I'm walking on cloud 9. My horn is lifted high in celebration. Okay? My horn is lifted high in celebration. My mouth boasts over my enemies. I'm laughing at my rivals. Okay? God got us laughing at our rivals. Look at all this laughter. Look at all this boasting of what we know, what we're aware of now, what we're aware of. Yeah, we're inspired by. Okay, we boasting over our enemies. We laughing at our rivals. For I delight in your deliverance. That's why. Not just to gloat, not just to boast, not just to laugh, but because I delight in your deliverance, God. I'm dancing my salvation. I'm dancing my salvation. Okay? Yes. Victory is mine. Victory today is mine. I told old Satan, you better get thee behind, because victory, because joy, because peace, because love, because power, because God, okay, is mine today. Today, right here, right now. Yeah. So this is Hannah. After her prayers had been answered, she knew, she was aware of what to do. I'm going to go to God. Okay? Because I can ask man all day. And, and the man was doing what he was supposed to do. But God, only God could open up that womb. But because her motives was pure, it took her down the straight path. It took her down the right way. And she became a winner. A winner that we all love. We loving her and celebrating Hannah right now to this day. Child, thank you for showing us the way. How we can pray. Okay? And receive. Something that we just can't even fathom. It's just this. It's just sunlight. It's just God. And it's just over our heads. Okay? It's just over our heads. It's so much healing. Okay? Ocean deep of awareness and healing. Now that we know. Okay? Hannah said, can't tell me nothing. My heart rejoices in the Lord. I am bursting with good news. Okay? Bursting with good news. Woo. Yeah, she's celebrating. Celebrate. God is in charge always. Okay? Zion's God is God for good. She's celebrating. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I am walking on cloud 9. My horn is high and lifted in celebration. My mouth boasts over my enemies. I'm laughing at my rivals. For I delight in your deliverance. I'm dancing my salvation. Yes, she dancing. Dancing machine. Ooh, baby. Do-do-bop, do-do-bop. Do-do-bop, do-do-bop. Yeah. Yeah. Those pure motives. So now God is blessing with awareness. Okay? That awareness, that inspiration is getting momentum. Okay, we got momentum going now. Huh? Momentum. What did it say? Sudden change. News. Remember she said, I'm bursting. She said, I'm bursting with good news. Swiftness. This is a surge of energy. Events are moving at great speed, accelerating your progress. Accelerating your progress. Things are moving at great speed. Okay? New ideas are coming in. Huh? Same thing. Awareness, awareness. Okay? Now we know. Now we know. Expect a breakthrough in thought. Come on. Come on. Expect to be lit from the inside out. Expect a breakthrough in thought, justice, or communication as new truths are revealed. Yes, awakening, truth, direction, insight, Insight. We know where to go. We know how to aim. We said you just like that Sagittarius. We got that bow and arrow. Yeah. Hannah was using, she knew to pray. She knew. Pray, Hannah. Pray, Hannah's prayer. Pray, Hannah, pray. Pray what you know. Pray what you done seen. What God done show you, how you done been redeemed. Pray, Hannah. Hannah was saying, I never will forget what you've done for me. Never will forget how you set me free. Never will forget how you brought me out. Never will forget. Never will forget. Never will forget. No, never. Yeah, Hannah said, I ain't never gonna forget. Oh, the gift that you gave me. It says cherish moments resurface as energies from your past seek reconnection. Energies from your past seek reconnection. Collaboration, 3 of Pentacles. It says work with others to achieve a common goal by combining your skills and talent. See, it's like what you've been, you've been wanting to do this since childhood. Okay, it's always been you. Always. Okay, you just like God. I've been sowing and sowing and sowing, but nothing is growing and growing. Everything's dead. I need your head, Lord. I need your head. I need you to tell me something. I need you to do something. I need you to show me what to do with you in me. Yeah. God say, have a baby by me, baby. Have a baby by me, baby. Ain't that it? Ain't that have a baby by me, baby? Yeah, be a joint heir. When Hannah had this baby for God, when she had Samuel the prophet for God. Oh yeah, you was family. Yeah, you was family. You was in the club, okay? Yeah. You was in the club with this new love. Have a baby by me. Invitation. Have a baby by me, baby. Huh? Have a baby. Have a baby, Hannah. Have a Samuel, Hannah. Have a Samuel, Hannah. Yeah, cooperate with me. Collaborate with me. Let's see what we can come up with. Okay? She said we came up with all of that and everything. Okay? So much so that her heart is rejoicing in the Lord. Okay? She is bursting with good news. And that's what Samuel was. Samuel was good news. His coming, the coming of a true prophet. Because before Samuel was the sons of Eli and the sons of Eli. And that was some bull. Just straight up. That was some bull. But God said, let's do a new thing. Hannah. She was like, that's a great idea. I would love to. Okay? I would love to team up with you, collaborate with you. I would love to birth forth, to use my womb to, birth forth something that would bring you glory, honor, praise. Yeah. Let's birth something that's going to give us some direction. Let's birth forth something that will give us an awakening. Let's birth forth the truth. Let's birth forth something that will give us insight. Huh? When good news need to be brought, here comes Samuel. Samuel was coming because he is aware. Samuel was aware. And God told her, like she say, he told her, own your past. You can't rewrite the past, but you can change how it shapes you. Embrace your choices and let them become your wisdom. Okay? Embrace your choices. Let them become your wisdom. You can change how the past shapes you. She chose to use her past, okay, to celebrate God. I'm going to take all that past. Look at that. All that past. All that brokenness, all that shatteredness, all of that fragmented pieces, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to just make a 1 Samuel 2-1. Okay, my heart rejoices. I'm going to let my heart rejoice in the Lord. Okay? I'm just going to choose to be bursting with good news. Talking about how good God is. Celebrating God and how he's always in charge. Okay? How he causes us to get the last laugh. I'm laughing at my rivals. Okay? My mouth boasts over my enemies. Not boast in her, but boast of her God. For I delight in your deliverance. Use that past, everything that happened in the past. If you got a lot, then you might have a lot. You might be rich and don't know it. If you got a lot in your past that God done healed you of and brought you through and brought you out of, you might have a whole lot you don't even know about that you could be using to give God glory. Let's look at it a different way. Let's see it again. Let's look at it again. What you got? What happened now? And what else? Oh, really? You gave up all of that, okay, for 1 cup, and that 1 cup caused you to recover? And it did. And it did when everybody else, okay, wasn't no support, wasn't no nothing but God. There God was. And myself. I had to seek and find myself. And God just led me to calmer waters. Helped me to surrender it all unto him. All to thee, my blessed Savior. I surrender all. Yeah. Because she had to untangle herself. She had to untangle herself. How other people's feelings was affecting her feelings. She had to untangle herself. Untangle emotional dependency. When love feels like survival, it's not love. It's fear. You're safe without the attachment. You're safe without the attachment. Whatever emotional attachment it was, you wish that they was praying for you. You know what I'm saying? Praying for your healing. Praying for your womb to be open. Praying for you to win. no matter what, against all odds. There's always been against you. You will hope that. But no. You know? You was dealing with people who, they were foolish. What we said? Foolish dreamers. That's what this is, y'all. I ain't even see it till now. Foolish dreamers live in a world of illusions. Next is the King of Swords reverse. Power must be wielded with care. And God is asking this person, are your actions aligned with your values? Or are you being irrational and controlling? Okay? Thinking that you could leave God's path and go, you know what I mean? Just make up one. Yeah. Where these people seek compromise and avoid further disputes. Okay, that's what you saying. You know what? Seek compromise and avoid further disputes by prioritizing harmony over individual gains. They didn't want to do that. That would have been the right thing to do. But they were too corrupt, too foolish, too in their illusions to do that. But you was just like, you know what? I'm not doing it no more. I'm finna take a leap of faith. Okay? And I ain't scared to go. I'm not scared to leap. I'm not scared to be on my own. Because I've been on my own. In the presence of y'all, I've been on my own. Nobody praying with me. Y'all praying against me. Okay? You bullying me. Yeah. So I'm making plans. Okay? And those plans are making progress. Okay? Because I'm alchemizing all that pain. Turning it into power. Okay? How can I be emotionally intelligent? Okay? With all this pain and this healing. What can I do with this healing that I've received? What can I do? Fear limits your potential. Release it and step into your power with confidence. Okay? Step into your power. What is already with you? Confidence. You had confidence to even get in relationship with these other people. Okay? Or to let these people into your life. You had confidence. You know what? I know it might not go, like I want it to, but I want to see. See if it can. See if it does. See if it will. If everybody work hard, if everybody do their part, it can work. You have to have confidence to even try that. But you can, lead a horse to water, but you cannot make them drink, okay? And you cannot make them see when they living in a world of illusions, when they choosing to be foolish dreamers. So you was like, okay, should I stay with the, with the security of the familiar, of the family, okay, or venture out into the unknown on my own? Okay, so you said, yeah, I'm finna leave home. I'm finna take a risk. I'm finna explore my options. What other options I got? I'm gonna leave everything I know. Like Paul say, I'm finna count it all dung. I'm finna count it all dung. What began as an idea is now evolving into actual results. Okay? Stay focused on the future. Look at that sun. Look at that sun in both of them. It's starting to get lighter and brighter already. Huh? Light and brighter. Light and brighter. As you say yes. And then we got a temperance here where it says emotional alchemy is at work. This is the work, emotional alchemy. Emotional, managing your fire, your water. Huh? Your emotions. And then with the Queen of Cups, it look like you did it. Look like you accomplished it. Emotional alchemy is at work. Fiery emotions are cooling into understanding and compassion. You are being called to lead with empathy, emotional awareness, okay, with that awareness, emotional awareness, and intuitive knowing. That looked like intuitive knowing with the bees buzzing all around. Intuitive knowing, okay? You just inspired to do things this way, that way. Yeah. Psychic with the Queen of Cups. Sensitive. Kindness. You're doing it out of kindness. You're doing it out of the purity, a pure heart. You got right motives. Because you know that pure motives are going to take you down a straight road, which is where you're trying to go. You're able to adapt, integrate. Huh? All of that. You're able to adapt everything you done been through. Everything you are. Everything you saw. Everything you heard. Yeah. You're able to alchemize it. Okay? Yeah. You got something in your cup now. Christ in me, my hope of glory. Purify me, God. Sanctify me. Sanctify my waters. Heal my waters. So I can pour out turn water into wine, if you would. Because that's all wine is fermented. It's fermented. That's where the heat come in. Fermented. Oh, yeah, we got a nice, good wine here. Nice, good wine. What she pouring out. Yes. And God said, yeah, you left all of that King of Swords. Corruption on that level. King of corruption. Irrational. Controlling. Tyranny. That's what that is. And they mad about it. Right here, because it says, kick bricks and be mad about it. Whoever sows injustice reaps weeds and calamity. And the bullying anger they sputter, with the sword speaking, and the bullying anger they sputter is nothing. They'll be broken. Proverbs 22:8. They'll be broken. The bullying anger that they sputter. Pharaoh was weeping and gnashing at the teeth at the same time. He was cussing and fussing at Moses. You know what I'm saying? He was so mad. The bullying anger they sputter. Saul too, at David. But the bullying anger that they said, see, you mad because of what you read. They mad. Whoever sows injustice, you weren't mad when you were sowing the injustice. But now that it's time to reap the calamity, now that it's time to reap nothing but weeds, yeah, you mad. To the point where you talking, okay? The bullying anger they sputter is nothing. That's what God is saying for you to be aware of. They'll be broken. Talking, they gonna be broken. Because they foolish. They foolish anyway. Foolish dreamers. Living in a world of illusions, thinking that if you that you could sow injustice and reap what? What did you think you was gonna reap? My justice? Okay. No. Nope. God said, and they can be mad about it. You keep right on celebrating, Hannah. You keep right on celebrating that your prayers have been answered, okay? You keep right on celebrating how rich you have become in this life because of him. That you really are rich while they pretending to be rich. While what they think is wealth and valuable ain't even it. Dust. Okay? You've been crowned with knowledge. You know what a wealth is. You know that wisdom is your wealth. I say rich in life because I never have to go against my morals and values. Yes, that's richness right there. To get to and to receive what I want in this life. No, Hannah didn't have to do no dirty tricks for God to cooperate with her. For God to collaborate with her so that she would have a new love in her life. Open heart, creativity, spirituality, okay? A new relationship, creative passion, or a spiritual connection may be blossoming. Yes, blossoming. Look at that. Look at the blossom. All on her head, just blossoming. The bees is buzzing. And everybody, ooh, child, who is it and what is it and how is it that? Okay? She busting at the seams. All right? With good news. This that new love. That's that water done turned into wine. That's that passion. Done turned into, okay, done burn that pain into something purposeful. Child, yes. That's that good news right there, y'all. What's next? And I don't know what was the card. We can clarify this right here. But yeah, it says transformation, death. Because you are not the same. And you are being protected from death. Right here, I clarified death and freedom. It's a card that goes with this. Let me find it real quick. Thank you, Lord. Help me to find it. It was way over there. Ooh, when I found it, it scared me. It says, trust in God who is in control. That's the second time God is telling us that he is in control. First time he says celebrate. Celebrate. God is in charge always. Zion's God is God for good. Hallelujah. And this one says, the Lord God Almighty brings death and makes alive or resurrects. God brings down to the grave and he raises up. God brings down to the grave and he raises up. And then we got, okay, the death card. We got, because he tired of them. He tired of them. You know how I know? Because this is 1 Samuel 2:6 and he's talking about Eli. He's talking about Eli and them sons. Eli and those sons. Hold on.